Hi, my name is Robert Lee Camp. I'm the author of Cards of Your Destiny and Love Cards. And today we're going to be talking about relationships a little more and what I call the marriageability factor. And what that boils down to is that there are certain birthdays of the year, and there's quite a few of them actually, that have a lot of difficulty with commitment or with staying in a long-term relationship. There could be many reasons for that. One of the reasons is they get bored. Another reason is that they have a freedom thing. They want to keep their freedom, keep their options open, don't want to be tied down, don't want to be boxed in. Those are the main two reasons, but there's some other ones as well that make people have difficulty or just not even have the desire to make a relationship. And that is discussed thoroughly in here on page 329 of the Love Cards book. So you can look up somebody you know, and you can look up yourself and see just how you fare in this scale. It's very accurate. And we have to look at both of your cards. You have a birth card and a ruling card usually. Scorpios have two ruling cards. And we have to look at all those together and combine them together to get the whole picture. So you'll see some people that are highly unmarriageable, and some that are highly marriageable, and some that are sort of 50-50. And you'll see that plays out in their life. You'll see how that happens. We're looking at an example here of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. And you may not know, but they were married for 7 years. What's interesting about these two is that both of their birthdays are fairly unmarriageable. It was, I think, a first marriage for both of them. No, actually, that's not true. Uma Thurman had been married to Gary Oldman before, now that I remember. But basically, these cards would usually not get married. Ace of Diamonds men have so many love interests, it's hard for them to settle down with one woman. And Ethan Hawke's second card is a Three of Clubs. He's a Queen of Spades ruler and also a Three of Clubs ruler because he's a Scorpio. And Three of Clubs are very unmarriageable people. They can't make up their mind. They change their mind. They want variety. They get bored. And the fives, all the fives, Uma Thurman, they're all freedom-oriented. Five of Clubs is considered the most freedom-oriented card in the deck. So a lot of Five of Clubs people, whether it's their birth card or their ruling card, they never get married. Taylor Swift is a Five of Clubs, for example. But there's a lot of other people that have Five of Clubs ruling card or birth card that they might have gotten married once, but they're never going to do it again. So you can look at these two and you say, well, why did they get married? And I think the main reason is because they have a strong past life Venus connection that comes from his Three of Clubs ruler and her Five of Clubs. This is a past life Venus connection. And past life Venus, when you meet somebody, you just love them. You have a love for them. It makes it very easy to be together. I think that's what really drew them together. They also have quite a bit of Mars connections. You can see on the list here, there's 1, 2, 3. In the first 8 connections, we have 3 Mars connections and 3 Venus connections. That alone is enough to create a relationship because Mars creates that attraction, that desire to be together, the desire to hook up, you might say. But every single birthday of the year is a combination of usually 2 and sometimes 3 cards. And each of those cards has a marriageability factor. And when I do a relationship reading for 2 people, like if a client comes to me and says, what do you think about this guy and me? The first thing I look at, are both of these people marriageable to begin with? What's their overall pattern? What do they actually usually do in relationships? Like are they marriageable? Do they tend to be or not? Because that's going to determine the relationship, whether it happens or not, or how long it happens, and so forth. Much more important than the connections between them, actually. And that's what some people don't realize, that this is actually more important than the connections. You could look at Uma and Ethan's connections, and yeah, they're pretty good. They were together for 7 years. That's quite a long time. But I don't think either one of them will ever get married again, because now they've kind of realized that that's not really their thing. So you might want to check out your marriageability factor in the Love Cards book. And check out the people that you know and the people that you're attracted to, or the people that you have been in relationships with. I'm sure you'll find this very enlightening. Thank you.